Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about what amp do I recommend you buy if you can't afford a Marshall. Because in my opinion, I think I just don't feel that you need a Marshall really to sound like John, because you don't. I've got a Marshall MG, which you know the sound's good, very good, and it does sound close, but I just don't. It was terrible. It just blown. The speaker's just terrible. You know what I mean? The new Marshall MG speakers are terrible. You know, even Dave Simpson said that they're not good. The speakers are weak. I had it. I cranked it the first time, and it was working fine. The next one, about a week after, whatever. Yeah, but a bit after when because I had COVID. I've still got COVID at the moment, guys. I haven't told you because I've got COVID and it's horrible. You can't smell or taste. But anyway, came home from school about a day after or two. Yeah, it just blew. I just turned the volume up and it just blown. I hit an F major chord. Yeah. It's that chord, the one that John does. You can't really see. It's the one where he puts his thumb on top. The chorus bit for Scottish, the first chord that he does, that do. Well, that bit, and I hit the chord and it just disappeared, the sound. Because in my opinion, I recommend these amps. These amps are good. It's a Stagg 10GA 10 watt amplifier, and you can crank these amps up and they won't have an issue. I've had it for like what, 3 years. I have it on. I've usually used to have it on 10 all the time, but I've learned not to have it on 10 now, just because I just don't want to risk doing it. But it won't blow because it's a better speaker, and they're solid as well. You know, yeah, so if you're planning to buy a new Marshall MG, I wouldn't recommend it, guys. They're just terrible speakers. They're very, very easy to blow. Trust me. You're probably better off with a lower wattage amplifier, something like that, because you know, because at the end of the day, no matter what amp you have, you're not gonna get close. You're never gonna be Bob on to John. Because that's his tone. You're never gonna get Bob on to Jimi Hendrix, definitely not. Kurt Cobain, definitely not. You can only approximate. We're never gonna be 100% because there's only John that can get his tone. I mean, it's different mid-range on this amp, but if it was out an amp, I'd have that amp all the time. This is the one I always use, and it's just better in my opinion. But I'm just so annoyed because I missed that funk sound through the Marshall MG, and all that fun I had with the chorus and all that. But it just broke one day. But luckily it's got a 3-year warranty, so we're gonna get it fixed. It's just the speaker that's blown. They just need to put a new speaker in. And I showed a video, but I deleted it on YouTube. It's just buzzes. That's it. You can't do anything. But yeah, and also guys, I'll be getting I don't know if I should tell you this, but I've got 159 quid, and I've got enough for a big month anyway. 3 things I've got enough for, so I'll have enough left. Save up for my original WH10. Yeah, I'm saving up for it. I'm getting a big muff. 5-way daisy chain adapter, centre negative, because my pedals are centre negative, and some Diodario strings, the 3-pack 10 ones. And I calculate it up, and I'll have 55 quid left. 55 quid. So yeah, that's what you're doing though, guys. Just buying a different amp. Get an old Marshall MG, something like that, because they're better. Like I said, there was nothing wrong with amp at first. I just don't know what's happened. It was cocked up in the first place. It was messed up because it just the gain dial was down, and it had the volume up. And for some reason, when I turned it on again, it just was messed up. I had to turn the gain dial up then, and clean channel. It was weird. It's just messed up, that amp. I'd recommend you buy something better, And I said, you don't need a Marshall. In all stretch, I think it's a myth, in my opinion, because, you can get any amp, really, that'll do the job. I just don't feel, it's essential. Like I said, you don't need a Marshall because it's very loud. You know what I mean? Because these are still loud at the end of the day, and it's a 10 watt. the Marshall MG's a 10. The speaker in the 30 CFX is a 10-inch, and it's 10-inch, 30 watt, and it blue. Terrible. So yeah, I recommend you get one of these amps, guys. I'll try and link it somewhere. I'll put it in the description. It's a Stagg 10GA, 10GA, but you might not be able to find them on Amazon or anything, but you can still find them. It's a practice amp. Yeah. But I know it's not going to be the best video. It's not the best video today, guys. But I thought I'd just talk about what amp you should get, because, and you know, pens this video because I think these, you know, and I recommend you setting your EQ if you ever have one of these amps with gain obviously on 0. If you have the C1, if you have the preamp, the current C1 preamp, then you keep that on clean channel and keep this gain on 0. If you want to use it, it depends. Volume about 1/4, so 9 o'clock. Treble at 1/4, so 9 o'clock. Mids all the way down, because when you have mids on, it's not the same mid range as the Marshall. And bass at 1/4 at 9 o'clock. That's what my settings are. And they'll probably change again, probably, but I don't change them now. I've left them as it is now. Yeah, so I recommend you do that, guys. It's one. Trust me, one of the best amps I've played through. Definitely, it's the amp I always use. You know, before I even did Marshall video, that was the amp I always use, and it sounds amazing. You know, I just think it's the best. I recommend it over a Marshall MG, the new ones, not the old ones, but the new ones. So yeah, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, you probably wouldn't, then hopefully just comment something in the below what you think. Alright.